Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans.
All seconds meeting Jackson. Tighten it open!
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shawnee High School for this Lenape District television broadcast of varsity boys soccer. Today's matchup features the 11th-ranked Cherokee Chiefs visiting the 4th-ranked Cherokee Chiefs visiting the 11th-ranked Shawnee Renegades. I'm Nick Proto alongside Joe Melagrana. Now, Joe, what can we expect from these bitter rivals here today?
You said it right. Rivals, many years of rival, all close games. Probably not expecting anything different here today. You may think the Renegades are on their home turf, may have a little bit of an edge, but the Cherokee Chiefs are coming here absolutely on fire. Probably were a little bit upset they weren't ranked in the preseason rankings, but boy, has that changed.
Past 4 games these two teams have played have been decided by a total of 3 goals. We'll be right back with the start of the game after these messages from our sponsors.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center, where experience matters. 800-555-1990. www.deborah.org. Cherry Hill Nissan, home of the friendly Nissan Giant. On the web at cherryhillnissan.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003 or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Wilmore School of Gymnastics, where every child is special. In Mount Laurel, 856-234-5292. And in Medford, 609-654-9337. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford. 609-654-4023. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Melagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmelagrana@lrhsd.org.
It's now time, we welcome you back to the Shawnee High School for this matchup between Shawnee and Cherokee. And it's now time for our AXA Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other base products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. 732-452-7275. And now let's send it over to Lindsay Wood with the report. Lindsay?
Thanks, guys. I had the opportunity to speak with both coaches just moments ago. Coach Thompson of Cherokee is relying on the team to follow up every shot in order to put balls back into the net. Coach Franks of Shawnee wants his team to stay composed on the ball and move off of it in order to create opportunities and control this game. Thank you. Now back to you.
Thanks for the report, Lindsay. Joe, we're looking at a really good game between these two teams here today.
Yeah, as we mentioned in the pregame, Nick, many years, it goes back to the early 70s. Always had epic battles, and I was in the midst of like 6 years of that with my 2 boys playing soccer at Cherokee in the mid-90s.
now time for the AXA Equitable Keys to the Game, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable. Be life confident. 732-452-7275. Our keys to the game today for Cherokee, they need to use their speed.
Well, they come out of the block with full head of steam, and they haven't stopped, and they're going to rely on that speed today.
Shawnee must win the possession battle this game.
Of course, if one thing to slow down the speed of Cherokee is to keep control. So you probably will see more of a possession game from the Renegades today.
And our key for both teams is to close down quickly on defense.
Yeah, you usually get two evenly matched teams. A lot of times you'll see maybe their main goal scorer get double teamed deep in the offensive, and you'll probably see that today.
So our captains are out there for the coin toss. Austin Charles and Dom Silvestro for the Renegades.
Now, unfortunately, we don't have the captains listed. If we can get their numbers, we'll pass that along. For the Chiefs, looks like one of them is number 3, I believe, Zach Rowe.
It's like 14 or 24 maybe.
Okay, we'll pass that on. We get a clearer shot. But while we have time, Nick, why don't you read out the Shawnee starters of today?
Today's starters for Shawnee, in goal we have Dalton Wu, the second-year starter, the junior. And playing defense, Eric Webster and Jack Warren. This is their first year starting for both of them. Dom Silvestro, the 3-year starter, as well as the captain at center back, along with David Lesser, his second year as a starter. The midfielders for today, Austin Charles, the other captain and the 2-year starter, along with Brett Michaud, the outside mid, number 7. Luke Morgan and Ryan Buck, both 2-year starters at the center mid position. And a forward, the transfer student Tim Karasov, number 9, the leading goal scorer for Shawnee this year. He missed 4 games earlier, but this is his second game back from a leg injury. And he'll line up alongside Tim Burney, the junior, starting his first season.
Okay, and we did pick up the captains for the Cherokee Chiefs. Looks like number 7, Danny Hampton, number 24, Bob Gillen, and number 11, Dotan Argano. The captains for the Chiefs.
Coach is making last-minute preparations for their teams.
We'll be underway here today, and it doesn't look like the weather's going to affect this game at all. It's overcast and a little bit humid, maybe low 70s, but absolutely no wind whatsoever. So whoever wins the toss, we might have missed it, most likely will take possession. Well, sometimes they'll kind of defer that and take possession depending on the sun, but we're not going to have that come into play today.
As we mentioned in the intro, always a close game between these teams, no matter what. And we're going to look at Coach Glenn Thompson, the 3rd season as Cherokee head coach. 11-8-1 last year, a little above 500.
Right, I believe he's the 3rd head coach or 4th head coach possibly in Chiefs history. Many years. Had the Wilson brothers and Anthony Gallo. For 3 or 4 years, and Glenn Thompson came in and said he has 3 years. And also Ryan Franks, 3rd season as head coach. He's a CDA career record 19-17-10. He was part of the 2001 state championship team here at Shawnee under the legendary coach Brian Gibney, and he's carrying that on quite well.
That he is. A disappointing start in his first year. Second year picked it up a little bit, and they're off to a good start here in his 3rd season coaching.
Yeah, and I was still teaching here in 05, 06. I guess it was early 02 or 03 when Seneca opened, and there was a drop-off because some of the kids that naturally went here relocated to Seneca, and there was about a 4 or 5 year span there where Shawnee was actually Group 3. Instead of Group 4. Actually got that back up. So we have 2 Group 4 schools going at it. And like we said in the opening and many times, the rivalry goes way back.
Starters taking the field now for introductions, it looks like.
Yeah, I'll go over the do's and don'ts, what the refs are, maybe warning them about to take a look at. And we'll probably have a coin flip and see who wins the coin flip and if they're going to take possession of the ball or which field they will defend.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shawnee High School for today's varsity boys soccer match between the Cherokee Chiefs and your Shawnee Renegades.
Number 4, Joe DeCmont. Number 24, Robert Gillen. Number 20, Thomas Gillen. Number 7, Danny Hampton. Number 18, Iman McCarron. Number 9, Christian Agmani. Number 19, Dylan Pepperman. Number 3, Zach Rowe. Number 5, Jake Schreiber. And number 17, Zach Wickett. And starting for the Renegades. Starting at keeper, Dalton Blue. Number 3, Ryan Buck. Number 6, Luke Morgan. Number 7, Brett Michelle. Number 8, Eric Webster. Number 9, Tim Karasov. Number 12, Dom Silvestro. Number 17, Jack Warren. Number 18, Tim Burney. Number 23, Austin Charles. And number 27, David Lesser.
We are ready to get underway here at Shawnee.
One of the greatest things playing in the stadium is here as opening the game with, our national anthem. It's nothing like it.
Got that right. A couple more warm-up runs before we get started. Shawnee coming off their 2-1 win at Bishop Eustace. Coach Frank's not satisfied with the way his team played. Thought it should have been 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, I think he mentioned there's a little bit of concern where he'd like to see a little bit more offense, finish it off, put the ball in the net. And Chiefs are coming off a 2-0 win over Cherry Hill East. I give a shout out to my nephew Mike Malagrana, who's first year head coach at Cherry Hill East.
Shawnee's leading goal scorer, Tim Karasev, was out for 4 games with that leg injury. He's back, trying to make an impact in his second game back.
Right, and you said he was out a number of games, and he is the leading scorer.
It was a big loss for them.
Shawnee, yeah. Maybe we'll see him get on track even a little bit more so. You said it's his second game back?
His second game back.
Okay, and nice even team, nice skilled team as go up against Cherokee Chiefs, so it'll be a great battle.
Very aggressive battle between these teams here. That defense for Shawnee, a couple of cross players in that lineup.
Oh yeah, that'll
Always
do it.
looking to hit somebody. Keeping it clean though. They keep it clean over there.
Well, you have to, because that's one thing I know. The legendary coach Brian Gibney has over 700 victories. It would drive him absolutely crazy if there was what he called a dumb penalty.
Yeah.
Which especially if they were deep in their defensive territory or killed in a strong offensive play when nobody was around. So yeah, you have to be aggressive, but you have to be a controlled aggressiveness.
Coach Gibney used to issue a couple extra laps after practice for cards.
The gambits, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, gambits and BBs. Shawnee winning the tip here, ready to get started. Win the coin toss rather. Getting the ball first. Dalton Wu in the goal for Shawnee. Dalton's in his second year starting, the junior. Gonna probably get a third next year, and he is one of the most improved goalies I've ever seen.
Oh, that's great. It's your last line of defense, so it's important for both teams. Your goalie comes up big.
He's physical, very technical goalkeeper, and very loud. We'll hear about a lot out here today.
Well, yeah, they're like the center fielder in baseball. We're quarterback on a football team. They have to direct, set up the team play. If anybody's not marked, he's one to correct it right away.
This Shawnee team very deep.
Looks like Dylan Pepperman's taking the throw for the Chiefs.
Good play there. That's Gillen in behind. Sends it in the middle. Shot just over the goal there by number 5, Jake Schreiber.
Yeah, Jake was one of the scorers in their last win over East.
So we'll have our first 6 kick of the day for the Renegades. But as I was saying, this Shawnee team very deep. Coach Franks likes to go to that bench. He's got Alex Kaczynski, the versatile midfielder. He's got Brian Heimer he can put up top. Logan Khalil for size. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go to the bench early on in this one.
Yeah, and I know Coach Thompson was a little bit concerned that their starters didn't have that much experience. He was concerned about it, but coming in here with a 7-1-1 record, I don't think he's worried about that anymore.
And that one loss was the Township, who's going to be competing hard for the state title this year.
Absolutely.
So nothing to be ashamed about there. Brett Michaud plays it into the middle to Buck. Back to Dom Silvestro. He's going to send it up, looking for Tim. Can't find him, but Bernie gets it. And Cherokee will win the ball.
Nice header there by Tom Gillen of Cherokee, number 20, to interrupt that offensive rush.
Brett Michaud going to receive the ball. Again, passes to Ryan Buck in the middle. Ryan Buck, usually the defender, been moved up to midfield by Coach Franks. And Austin Charles runs down the line, and that ball is going to get out of bounds before he can get to it. 6 kick coming up for Cherokee.
Yeah, there's one thing, too, where most coaches, I guess we're about pretty much near the halfway point, but they never stop, tinkering with the lineup until they get the mold that they think they really like.
Luke Morgan making the start over Alex Kaczynski, who started every game this year so far. That's a big change made by the Renegades. Shawnee wins the ball at midfield. Tim Burney doubled. Plays it back to Morgan, covered by Dick Mack in the middle.
Yeah, good possession and control right there by the Renegades.
Yeah, it's a much larger defender, and that's a costly turnover stolen by Danny Hampton, and he sends it wide. That's one thing you don't want to see if you're the Renegades. Turnovers in your own third.
Yeah, especially fairly deep in the territory, but right in the middle of the field also.
It's Dom Silvestro. Not used to seeing big mistakes like that from him. Luckily, it doesn't cost them, and the Renegades have the ball back. Wu with a nice 6. Controlled by Gillern. Played out wide. Dylan Pepperman sends it up to Triber. Luke Morgan challenging Joey Dick Mack. A lot of contact there. And the official calls it against Shawnee. Cherokee ball.
It looks like the official was waiting to see who got control of the ball before he blew the whistle. Of course, he's being questioned by Coach Franks, but don't think he agreed with the explanation, but nonetheless, what he says goes.
One thing about refs, they'll never change their mind, no matter how much you yell at them.
Well, it's a difficult job, that's for sure.
It is. It's tough to yell at them unless you've been on that side of the ball.
Cherokee with a throw in here, intercepted by Shawnee.
Morgan playing well to start this against the much larger, much more physical Joey Dick Mack.
Yeah, looking for the through ball here, just a little bit too far, and easy save for the Cherokee keeper, Eamon McCarron.
Gillen inside near his own 18. Plays it into the middle. It's Joey Dick Mack with the ball, plays it back out to Gillen. Sends it across the field to Pepperman. Plays it back.
Zach Rowe passing it back, and safe play to Dylan Pepperman.
Bernie challenging the keeper. Dangerous for Cherokee.
Yeah, years ago the Cherokee goalies could pick that ball up, but
Karen dancing a little bit back there with it.
that role has changed.
And that ball gets through, but it'll be picked up by the keeper, Dalton Wu. So no real quick shots on goal, not challenging the keepers quite yet.
Yeah, we're still in they're filling each other out phase.
Charles and Karasev fighting each other for the ball there. Michaud plays it in, almost had Bernie through, but it's played out by Cherokee.
Yeah, Zach Rowe just got enough of that to interrupt that offensive thrust.
That could have been trouble for Cherokee. Dick Mack loses it but wins it right back. And it's Argano sending it up. That'll be played down by Dave Lesser. Dick Mack takes it back and gives it back. A lot of early turnovers here for both teams. Buck sends it wide to Jack Warren. They call him the caveman, growing out his beard for the season. Looks like the Geico mascot. An aggressive player, though.
Oh, it's a nice chip shot pass into the corner.
That's going to be played off Cherokee. It'll be Renegades ball. Tim Burney goes from JV last year to starting varsity this year. It's a big transition. But he's handled it well. And Austin Charles led the throw in here.
Yeah, always looking for the younger players to step up.
A real senior-heavy team last year, so looking to a lot of new faces here on this team. Nice throw by Charles, no one on the end of it, though. Buck trying to keep it in the Cherokee, defending third. Austin Charles sends it in, and Tim Karasev is offsides. It'll be Cherokee ball.
That was a nice setup, but I said even if he got that, that would have been blown on the offsides.
Karasev 4 goals on the season, 3 of them coming against Timber Creek in their big win. As we mentioned before, he did miss those 4 games. Still a leading point scorer and goal scorer for the Renegades. Ryan Buck challenging the header there with Danny Hampton. Joey Dick Mack sends it out to Gillen. 2 Gillens out here today. Robert and Thomas. Thomas the sophomore. Robert the senior.
All in the family.
Ryan Buck on the nice turn there, sends it to Warren. Hampton challenging, and they give it back to the Chiefs. Peppermint, I believe, on the steal there. Nice trap by Hampton. Sends it off his own player, and then Jack Warren runs into his own player. And it's going to be Shawnee ball.
A little aggressiveness on both teams there, but Renegades gets the call.
Physical matchup so far. Eric Webster getting his first touches in. That's out of bounds. It's going to be Chiefs ball. Ryan Buck sends it forward. A little out of the reach of Karasev. Zach Rowe sends it in the middle. There's Peppermint on the outside. Into the middle, Tim Burney steals it, gives it to Karasev. And Cherokee regains possession. Last time these two teams met last season, Dom Silvestro, a 2-year starter at the time, chipped a bone in his leg and tore his ACL, I believe. He was out for 9 months. Didn't know if he would play again. A lot of questions coming into the year. Gets himself healthy, and he's made a huge impact on this team. He scored 3 goals this season.
All right, he's back, and he's one of the captains of the Renegades.
2-year captain. He was also captain as a junior. Alex Kaczynski getting ready to check in. Dalton Wu sends it away. Into the Cherokee 18, sent away by Rowe. Controlled by Ryan Buck in the middle. Austin Charles taps it ahead. And it'll be brought in by the keeper, Eamon McCarron. Warren goes up strong for that header. Dave Lester sending it forward, just over the head of Tim. Sylvester controls it in the back third and sends it over to Michaud. Michaud inside the buck, getting chased by 3 Cherokee defenders, and he sends it back to Michaud. Up to Luke. Austin Charles calling for it, far side, not getting it. And Cherokee. Robert Gillen. Thomas Gillen stole that one back.
That'll get number 2 into the game.
Kaczynski, Alex Kaczynski.
Alex Kaczynski, senior, midfielder.
Giving Luke Morgan a break.
Notice the sun's peeking out here a little bit, Nick, and of course the Cherokee keeper McCarron will be looking right into it.
See if that has any effect. Charles on the throw. It's almost like a corner kick, his throw. Right into the middle. Dangerous. Kaczynski the first to get to it. And he sends it back to Silvestro. Gillen on his back. Still dangerous if you're Cherokee. And Tim Karasev maybe rushed that one. Sends it over the net. Joe looked like he maybe could have took a touch on that one.
Well, he may be, but you know, you get down there knowing that the scoring opportunity is probably going to be far and few between both teams. Went with the full volley instead of possible half volley, or like I said, touch it down and settle it. If it was up a little bit over the ball a little bit more, it had a great scoring opportunity on that.
12.5 minutes in here, we have yet to see a shot on goal. Dick Mack and Kaczynski go up for it. Kaczynski gets that one. Karasev giving chase. A lot of contact, no call. Cherokee still having some trouble clearing it. Charles sends it in. That's going to be way over the net. And it'll result in another 6 kick. Cherokee having trouble clearing the ball early, Joe.
Yeah, they're bunching up there, but like I said, the Chiefs are keeping a little pressure on here the last few minutes.
Kaczynski tries to trap it, sends it out of bounds. It'll be Chiefs ball. Pepperman throwing it in. Nice throw in there. It's controlled by Hampton. He's got space. Tackled by Silvestro. And Brett Michaud battling with Jake Treber. And it's going to go out of bounds on Michaud. Cherokee ball. Dick Mack has that shot blocked by Ryan Buck. And it's cleared out by Brett Michaud.
You hear a lot of communication out there, especially with the different lines on the field. Sometimes get confusing, so communication is really going to be important.
It's a key for any sport, but especially in soccer when you're turning all different directions all the time. You never know who's on your back, who's in front of you. Communication definitely the key here. Argano sends it up. Received by Dick Mack in the midfield, sends it out to Pepperman. Michaud on the defense. Back inside to Dick Mack. Gillen. And that's broken up by Dave Lesser.
Good ball control here by the Chiefs. They're being patient.
Waiting for that opportunity. And they might have it here.
Nice give and go there.
That's a nice play by Dave Lesser again. And a shot goes wide. Was it tipped, or it looks like it's going to be
yeah, it looks
6
like it's
kick.
going to be a goal kick.
We're going to have a look at the senior Brian Heimerl getting his first minutes, taking out Tim Burney. Heimerl played soccer freshman and sophomore years, took a year off last year, but he's back for his senior year.
If I'm correct, I don't think there was any substitutes for the Chiefs so far.
Not yet.
2 or 3 for the Renegades.
As we said earlier, Coach Franks likes that bench, likes his team's depth, looks to go to him early.
Yeah, a lot of times it'll pay off in crunch time in the second
Those
half.
fresh legs. Cherokee not liking the call, but it'll be Shawnee ball here after the foul. Looks like another Shawnee player ready to come in. It's number 19, JT Mogan, the sophomore.
And Captain Danny Hampton politely asked the Little explanation on why the whistle.
Shawnee's going to start this one on Cherokee side of the field. Tom Silvestro with the big leg. Not a great kick there, and it's cleared out by Cherokee.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to go maybe a possible short play, but it was read well by Cherokee defense.
2 years ago when these teams played here at night in Shawnee, Dom Silvestro had the game-tying assist with under a minute left off the head of Ryan Rubel.
Oh, wow, that's certainly exciting, especially under the lights.
It was a great atmosphere that night. A lot of fans here. Not too bad of a crowd here tonight either as Heimrel takes it up, challenged by Dick Mack through to Karasev.
Nice through
Dotan
ball.
Argano on the defense. Great one-on-one defense by Argano. He still got the ball.
Yeah, great setup there by the Renegades. Equally impressive defensive stop by the Chiefs.
Argano, their captain, coming from the other side of the field to make that play on Karasev. Shawnee looking at their big goal scorer early and often today.
Right, and Cherokee utilizing the speed we talked about earlier and getting onto that ball carrier. Some wholesale changes for the Chiefs. Number 6, Justin McCarthy's going in. Number 16, Michael Edgnick going in.
Brett Michaud's going to get a break for Shawnee. JT Mogan checking in for him. Whippick and Agnabene going to get a break for the Chiefs. Cherokee's controlling the ball. Hampton's got it now. Passes back to Gillen. Back to Hampton. And back to Gillen. Kaczynski giving chase on the defense here. Pepperman sends it up. Lesser sends it back. There's that aggression we talked about out of Dave Lesser. Another one of those guys who came out of nowhere from JV his sophomore year, started his junior year. Treber in the corner, knocked over by Warren. A lot of contact, and the referee gives it to him.
Yeah, put his hands up and got the call with a pushing foul there.
The always aggressive Jack Warren. It's a good thing to have as a defender, though. He's never afraid to stick his nose in there.
Right.
Making a lot of tackles, a lot of stops, saving some goals.
And Chiefs looking for a good scoring opportunity. Goes with the short pass back. Nobody home.
No one there off the foot of Pepperman.
Oh! Off the.
And that's it.
Off
the
the
referee
post?
signals no goal. Referee signals no goal. He was
Right,
offsides.
okay.
Huge opportunity for Cherokee.
Yeah, right after I said nobody was home, somebody was home, but unfortunately, they were home when they were offsides.
Let's take a look at the replay, sponsored by Cherry Hill Nissan, on the web at cherryhillnissan.com.
Yeah, we just got the header and
Hampton.
number 7 off the post and in, but called off the offsides.
One Cherokee player offsides in the sea of Shawnee players. So a big break there for the Renegades.
Yeah, that's for sure, because again, not going to have too many scoring opportunities there, and any question in the ref, no question in the ref's mind, he was offsides. Because we're far from this vantage point on that side of the field anyway.
Yeah, lucky break there for the Renegades, no doubt. Eric Webster with the ball, new addition to the starting lineup. Ryan Buck moved to midfield. Luke Morgan coming off the bench now, and Eric Webster getting the start at defense. Controlled in the middle by Hampton. He sends it out. Treber. And there's a turnover in the midfield. Alex Kaczynski for the Renegades. Tips it forward. And it's going to be cleared out by Zach Rowe. Treber's got it on the outside. And Warren picks up another foul there.
Just got enough of them to impede his progress. That's why it was called.
Lifted the elbow there a little bit. A nice kick by Pepperman. Cleared out by Ryan Buck. He's going to keep it, sends it up to Brian Heimrel. Heimrel loses it in midfield. Dick Mack, and Heimrel picks up the foul. A little upset with himself. And it'll be Chiefs ball. Argano taking the kick there. Out wide to Gillen, up to Hampton. And Dalton Wu's going to come out and pick it up.
Both teams are really playing the possession game quite well. They're just looking for that one big break, and that's may not have too many of them, like we said earlier.
Both teams looking at their strikers early. Cherokee with Hampton and Shawnee with Karasev.
Coming up just under 19 minutes left in the first half, still scoreless.
Couple opportunities though. That ball looks like it's going to be out on Shawnee, and it'll be Chiefs ball taking a goal kick. Eamon McCarron, the keeper, plays it out wide to Pepperman. He sends it up, looking for Hampton again, broken up by Jack Warren. Both teams feeling like they got that one. Charles plays it in the middle to Buck. Not a great touch, but still controlled by Shawnee. And it's played out by Gillen. Treber trying to keep it in bounds, but it goes out of bounds, and Austin Charles will come in to throw.
See Austin's fine, strong throw in here. Hopefully giving the Renegades an offensive push here.
It's one thing Shawnee's had these past couple of years. They've always had one guy that's had that big throw. A couple years ago, it was Mark Iannelli who actually picked up, I think it was 2 assists on throw-ins that year.
And there it was. It would have gotten an assist from his throw-ins.
That was, it was there. It looks like we got a Cherokee player down on the field.
Yeah, we have a stoppage of time here on the injury.
He appears to be all right. Pops right back up.
That looks
It
like
was
number
Pepperman.
19. Yeah, Pepperman, Dylan Pepperman down, but he's up.
The big leg of the defense.
I believe he does have to come out for one play since the clock stopped.
Cherokee Hart skipped a beat there. One of their best defenders. Goes down. Looked like he went down pretty hard, too.
Yeah, he's coming off a little gingerly, but I'm sure he'll be back in the game. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Mario Lamorte coming in. He'll go out wide to the left, and Thomas Gillen will come fill in on the right. Pepperman's going to get looked at by the trainer, but he appears to be okay. Argano will send it away. Finds Hampton. Looking for William Green, but the ball travels out of bounds. I believe there's a Shawnee substitution during that injury. Luke Morgan back in the game. Eric Webster getting a break. Ryan Buck moves back to right defense. Dick Mack plays it out wide. Ryan Buck, good one-on-one defense there. Cuts it back in, and he is stopped by Olejnik to Dick Mack and back to the new sub, Lamorte. Battle in the middle of the field. Still 50-50 ball, won by Lesser. Hard slide tackle. May have gone in with the spikes up there.
Yeah, Chiefs are going to get a restart here. A little more than 16 minutes left in the first half, still scoreless.
And they go with the short play, Hampton, and it's deflected by Shawnee. Chiefs will retain possession. Dick Mack right at about midfield there. Ball goes out on Karasev, and it'll be Chiefs ball. Argano plays back to his own keeper. And he'll send it up. Luke Morgan, the only one in the area, heads it up. The Heimrel.
Yeah, it came in a little
Kaczynski
high,
went in.
dangerous on
Little
number 2. That's Cameron Oh, sorry, wrong one. Alec Kaczynski.
And that ball is going to be played back to Jack Warren. He'll send it up to about midfield over the head of Dick Mack. Karasev flicks it back to Mogan. Pushing the back there, number 6, Justin McCarthy. And it'll be a free kick for Shawnee. Dom Sylvester are going to take it. Cherokee respecting the kick. All their guys back at around the 18. Good kick there from Dom. Heimer on the back post, and he is offsides.
Yeah, we're closer to this side of the field, and you can see he was definitely off.
Yeah, even if he wasn't, looked like he kicked that one a little wide left. No harm, no foul there. And it'll be a free kick for the Chiefs. William Green, challenged by Shawnee defense. To Hampton. He plays it forward. Dangerous here for Cherokee. Sends it out wide to Gillen. Gillen sends it into the middle. Headed. And it's going to be over the net. Off the head of William Green.
And that offensive play actually started with a great individual effort at midfield by number 10, Bill Green. He drew 2 Shawnee defenders through him and got off the pass, and resulted in a great scoring opportunity for the Chiefs.
Couple good scoring opportunities for the Chiefs thus far. Interesting to see the types of strategies the teams have had so far in the game. Shawnee playing a little bit more kick and run. Cherokee passing the ball a little bit more, creating a little bit more opportunities. Robbie Burton's checked into the game now for, I believe, Brian Heimerl. Burton, the junior, up at striker. Kaczynski plays that ball to Morgan, taken away by Gillen, and Morgan takes it right back. Ryan Buck running up the right side. Morgan challenging Gillen. Pushed off the ball, but
going to let that play go.
Shawnee still gets it. Burton challenging. The speed of Burton, and that's going to just trail out of bounds. Burton almost was able to get there. Little miscommunication there from Cherokee. Gillen thought McCarron was going to come out and get it. McCarron thought Gillen was going to stay with it. And it almost allowed Burton to sneak in there and get it.
Yeah, and you got to limit those communication problems, because you said before, the first goal is probably going to be huge in this game.
Yeah, Logan Khalil, the 6'3" senior, comes in and forward, gives Karasev a break with 12 minutes and about 15 seconds left to go in the half. Peppermint still getting checked out over here on the sideline. Looks like a concussion test. Possibly hit his head on that play there. Gillen plays it wide. Nice little triangle play right here for the Chiefs. And they say it went out of bounds, so the Renegades are going to take possession. Austin Charles on the throw.
And you saw Peppermint kind of trying to talk his way out of getting that test done to assistant trainer Stephanie Raz there. But they can't take any chances today. Especially
with the concussion, with the head injuries. All the stories you hear now, NFL lawsuits and whatnot. Taking no chances here, especially at the high school level.
And especially in soccer, where head balls are part of the game.
Yeah.
With no protection.
And it's cleared away by Cherokee. Warren's going to send it right back in to the feet of Burton. And that's sent back out. Cherokee retains the ball at midfield. Ryan Buck steals it right back, and that's going to tail. Picked up by McCarron. And still really no one serious goal-scoring opportunity for either team thus far.
No, it's I said possession's probably pretty equal, 50-50 here, and you're correct with not too many great scoring opportunities on either side.
Now that Tim Karasev is out, Shawnee's going to have to look to somebody else to maybe get their first goal of the game. Looks like Hampton's also on the bench here for Cherokee, so the two big goal scorers for both sides not on the field at the moment.
Right, Nick, if I'm correct, I don't believe there was a corner kick either for either team.
No, there hasn't been. One may debate that the Austin Charles throw-ins are almost the equivalent to a corner kick.
It certainly is.
No official corner kicks thus far. We're going to get Logan Khalil not going straight up, and it'll be Cherokee free kick, and they play quickly. Warren's going to head that one out of bounds.
Yeah, Chiefs still going to keep in control here with number 20, Tom Gillen, thrown in for Cherokee.
Chiefs restarting very quickly here, seeing Shawnee going to set up all their guys, and the Chiefs just going, not really giving the defense a chance to set up.
Yeah, any kind of edge that you can get as we have wholesale changes going here.
Karasev and Michaud back in for Shawnee. Khalil and Mogan going to take a break. And it looks like William Green, Ray Nazawa, and Justin McCarthy are going to get a breather for the Chiefs. Peppermint's still over there getting checked out. He's got to be itching to get back in. He went right over to the bench trying to avoid the trainers when he came off.
Tried to hide.
Dick Mack controlling it on the right. Sends it up over the head of Warren. And Warren lays out number 5, Jake Treber.
I don't know if we'll get a warning here, a possible card.
Looks like a no call.
Yeah, I didn't really see a call. So
I didn't hear any whistles. I didn't see a referee's hand go up.
No, they're going to place it on a 6-yard marker. So
wow. Let's take a look at the replay, sponsored by Cherry Hill Nissan, on the web at cherryhillnissan.com. You can see there Warren making no play for the ball.
Yeah, that I'm kind of shocked that that's not a call there.
Very surprised, especially.
I mean, he wasn't playing the ball. The ball was at his feet, but not, it wasn't real close to him. And Coach Thompson is not too happy about that non-call.
Mr. Frank's not very happy about that call either. He took Warren out right away. Replaced him with Eric Webster.
Yeah, he probably said, we're lucky we didn't get that call there. If we did, we'd be giving him a great opportunity.
And Burton challenging
to score there. So, yeah, both coaches are upset for different reasons, and rightly so.
Interesting no call. Cherokee Chiefs not happy with that one. These two teams don't like each other very much as it is. And then you see a play like that, and it just fuels the fire a little bit.
Yeah, we said it many times. These kids know each other from club ball, and it's only one town over, so yeah, they know each other quite well.
Playing against each other for the past 4 years, a lot of these guys, and they don't really care to watch the other team win.
It's around a 7-minute mark, first half. Chiefs looking to capitalize on this restart here.
And the trainer, Mr. Mraz, is now left. Peppermint staying here. Looks like he's good to go.
Yeah, has a big smile from ear to ear, and he says, "Put me in, coach."
Still has all that equipment on. As Dalton Wu catches the free kick. Still has all his shin guards and socks on. He's ready to go. Wu rolls it out to Buck. Cherokee takes it back. Burton giving chase. And he wins it back for the Renegades. Striker coming all the way back to make that play. Michaud taken away by Cherokee. Gillen on the attack. Defended well by Silvestro, and he'll send it back up to Michaud. Michaud plays Kaczynski. He's got a lot of space in front of him. Got 3 men running in front. Kaczynski plays it over. Michaud tries to play to Charles. Not enough on it. Cherokee's going to take the possession now. Morgan in the midfield plays it back to Eric Webster. Taken away by Cherokee again, so another Shawnee turnover. Played out wide to Treber. Dick Mack back to Gillen. In the middle to Olejnik. He plays it out wide to Lamorte. Taken away by Tim Karasev. It looks like Jack Warren now getting checked out by the trainer. Robbie Burton on the attack. Well defended again by Dotan Argano. He's playing well so far today.
Looks like number 17 for the Chiefs, Zach Whippick, going back into the game. Out coming is Michael Legend.
We'll have a 6 kick here for the Chiefs. Gillen, challenged by Charles. He sends it over in the middle. Whippick back on the field. Out to Lamorte. And again, quick, short passes from Cherokee, and then they send the long ball. Well defended by Dave Lesser. Goes out wide. Well defended by Ryan Buck. Good one-on-one defense today on both sides of the ball.
The Chiefs keep control here with 4 minutes left.
Still looking for their first really good opportunity of the game for either team. Joey Dickmack plays it to Hampton. Gillen, they shot Dave Lesser getting down there and blocking the ball.
If he didn't block it, that ball was headed for a low left-hand corner.
Would have been a tough one save for Dalton Wu. Little miscommunication there from Cherokee, and it'll give the ball back to Shawnee. Ryan Buck on the throw. And it does appear Jack Warren something is not right with him. He's talking to the trainer.
Yeah, he's talking to the head trainer, Kip Patterson there, and
got taken out right after that collision.
Yeah, I'm wondering
No
if
ball.
that was it. Something we didn't see up here, possibly.
Jack Warren, a tough kid. He's not coming out of the game unless he's in extreme pain, rather, or the coach takes him out. So Gillen plays it out wide behind Ryan Buck.
Nice give and go here by the
Treber's
Chiefs.
got it. Sends it in the middle. Dalton Wu comes out and gets the one hopper.
All right, no rebound there, because if he gives up a rebound, there was like 1 or 2 Chiefs right on the doorstep. And it looks like Pepperman maybe, oh, nope, I thought he was going to be heading up to the midfield to get back in the game, but taking another walk with the assistant trainer, Stephanie Mraz.
So we may have misread that one. Oh, talking to his mom, it looks like.
Oh,
Seeing if
okay,
he's
yeah.
okay. Hampton challenging Luke Morgan.
Old bicycle.
Dave Lesser with the bicycle. The crowd loves it. Dave Lesser, one of the most liked players on the team by his peers and by the fans too.
Yeah, Alex Kaczynski there with the elbow up a little bit high.
Kaczynski plays with a couple of these guys on his club team. Plays with Danny Hampton, along with one of the Gillen brothers, not sure which one. Definitely wants to take bragging rights over to club ball. Wu comes out again and picks off the long ball. Coming down to a minute and a half left in this first half, and still nothing on the scoreboard. And as you mentioned before, still no corner kicks.
Now, that's amazing with these two skilled teams that you would have them, but
that ball gets in behind. Dalton Wu comes out. Wu makes the sliding stop. Jake Treber forced to jump over him.
right, a lot of times you don't see the players. Sometimes they go right into the goalie, but and notice that he was going to make the save, and he made all attempts not to injure the goalie.
Good awareness there from Treber. Coming down on the final minute of play here. Shawnee still 0. Cherokee still 0. Shawnee with possession at around midfield. Charles sends it through.
Good play.
Michaud is going to get there. Plays it in the middle. McCarron gives it up. And that's played out by Thomas Gillen. A great chance there for the Renegades.
Great setup, great through play there, an equally impressive save.
And defensive play by Gillen.
I thought possibly we were even going to get our first corner kick, but that didn't happen. But a great save all around.
Nice play there from both sides. Ball's going to go out on Shawnee with about 15 seconds to play. Cherokee can give it one last shot here, and that's going to go out of bounds. That'll probably do it for the first half as it winds down. Webster not even going to throw it in, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Shawnee, Cherokee, both teams tied at 0.
And it's what we really expected as we see the score there at halftime. 0-0, play pretty even, both sides. We did have an injured player on both squads that haven't gotten back on the field yet, so we have to keep an eye on that, Nick, and see if they get back in the game in the second half. And see, again, we mentioned many times that the first goal is important, especially second half.
So we're going to head towards a break, and we'll be right back with the second half of this game after these messages from our sponsors.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center, where experience matters. 800-555-1990. www.deborah.org. Cherry Hill Nissan, home of the friendly Nissan Giant. On the web at cherryhillnissan.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Wilmore School of Gymnastics, where every child is special. In Mount Laurel, 856-234-5292. And in Medford, 609-654-9337. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford. 609-654-4023. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy, where it's all about the people. With locations throughout Burlington County. On the web at ivyrehab.com. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org. Connect with the Lenape Regional High School District Highlights page on Facebook to see outstanding achievements of our students and staff. Just type LRHSD Highlights, hit like, and you'll get the latest updates on achievements in academics, extracurricular activities, community service, and athletics from all 4 of the Lenape District's high schools. From success in the classroom, to volunteering in the community, to milestones on the court, there's a lot to like with the Lenape Regional High School District Highlights page.
Drugs are talking to your kids. Are you? Find the right words at drugfree.org.
We welcome you back to Shawnee High School as we're getting ready to start the second half between the Cherokee Chiefs and the Shawnee Renegades. It's now time for our AXA Equitable Sideline Report, providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. 732-452-7275. And now let's send it over to Lindsay Wood with the Sideline Report. Lindsay?
Thanks, guys. I spoke to both coaches again. Coach Thompson of Cherokee is a little worried they had a key injury. Number 17 collided with another Cherokee player. Coach Franks of Shawnee needs his team to possess more and stay composed on the ball in order to control the second half. It's a tough one here today, but I'm excited. Back to you.
Thanks, Lindsay. Yeah, she mentioned key injuries for both sides here today.
Yeah, and we see Kip Patterson still working with Jack Warren, doing the baseline tests and the protocol for concussion.
Yeah.
And they seem to have stopped with Dylan Pepperman, who was out of the games, and we really still haven't gotten any. I know they're concerned, but
any word on him?
We don't have any real latest word if number 19 Dylan Pepperman will be getting back in the game.
It's now time for the safe driving trivia question of the game, presented by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. How much is the fine for using a cell phone and driving in New Jersey? A, $50 up to $150. B, $200 up to $400. Or C, $500 up to $600. We'll give you some time to think about that and take a look at the answer later in the game.
And I taught for years behind the wheel driving, but that was way before cell phone use.
Heads Up, Eyes Forward campaign. Definitely a great campaign promoting good things here.
Absolutely.
Safe driving, definitely important. Pepperman talking to his head coach. He looks to be all right.
We see one of the feeder programs here in Medford, a little 4-on-4 action at halftime as we're getting ready to start the second half, the scoreless tie.
Pepperman's coming back out. He's good to go.
I'm glad.
As the Renegades head over to their bench, coming out trying to defend their home turf. So far doing a pretty good job locking down Cherokee's big goal scorers.
Right, and we mentioned that the speed, and you really, at least from here, really can't see that much of an edge with respect to their speed. It's just a really, really even game, a well-played game all around.
Nice fun one-on-one matchup to watch between Tim Karasev of Shawnee and Dotan Argano, the two speedsters.
Absolutely, and we've seen. I know our sideline reporter is excited, and
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Shawnee Cherokee. What's not to be excited
the parents
about?
excited. Yeah, the players excited. You know, excitement all around. Nothing can beat it.
Shawnee comes out, takes the field. Same starting lineup, it looks like. No Alex Kaczynski starting now.
Of course, I'm sure all the parents want to see this one again. You know, we have a whole half to go, but of course it'll be on Comcast Channel 19 and Verizon 21. Lenape Regional LDTV.
Cherokee's going to get the ball to start this second half. Hampton and Gillen in the circle. And we are underway. Shawnee comes out quick, defending. Cherokee playing back. Argano sends it forward. Sylvester is right there to send it back to him.
Yeah, you're right, Nick, in that assessment. It looks like the Renegades are putting a little bit more pressure on and maybe take away that possession game.
Mr. Franks loves to have his guys come out hard and strong early in the halves. Kaczynski takes possession, passes it to Karasev, and he sends it out wide to Austin Charles, who has tons of room. He sends it up. Kaczynski and Argano battling for it. Advantage Argano there. Eric Webster playing defense there on Hampton. And Gillen sends it back to Dick Mack, who plays it out wide. Treber. He sends it in. And that's a strike and a goal.
Oh, my heavens, what a goal.
Jake Treber. What a shot. Dalton Wu. No chance of stopping that one.
One left foot, outside long shot, upper left-hand corner.
So just like that, a minute into the game.
And we'll see the replay on that goal right now.
Take a look at the replay, sponsored by Cherry Hill Nissan on the web at cherryhillnissan.com. Just a quick touch inside, and he fires one.
Left foot shot.
No chance for Wu. So we're talking about Shawnee coming out strong, and just like that, Cherokee strikes first. Threatening again here with Hampton. Good defense there from Dave Lesser.
Yeah, and Nick, you did see the speed come into play there to set up that goal by the Chiefs.
Absolutely.
We saw Danny Hampton flying down the left side and crossed it in and resulted in the goal.
Big play from Cherokee. Opens this game up, and now Shawnee's got to play from behind.
And we're also going to get our first corner kick.
Lots of firsts here to start the second half. Got to wonder if the absence of the starting defender, Jack Warren, had anything to do with that goal.
Well, you know, you said Coach Franks does have a lot of depth on it, but I tell you what, that was just a fantastic play by the Chiefs.
And a great strike from Treber. Cherokee threatening again. Gillen sends one in. That's going to go wide off the foot of Thomas Gillen.
Right, and also another left foot shot by Gillen there. It was earmarked at upper right-hand corner, just a little bit wide.
Having trouble getting a ball out there from our young ball boys, the local travel soccer kids.
Yeah, that won't be long, they'll be up here.
The future Shawnee Renegades running lines for us today. So just like that, Shawnee's going to have to change their entire setup here. Playing from a tie game, now all of a sudden they're down 1-0, needing a goal.
One thing they don't want to do is the panic, because you know, there's so much time remaining.
Right, how are they going to react?
As we're going to get a trip there on number 24, Bob Gillen.
On Luke Morgan. Played very well early on in this game. Settled in a little bit. As Luke passes it to Kaczynski. Peppermint again.
Yeah,
going down. This time you're going to get the call.
Well, yeah, that
Tim Burney.
That was a dangerous play. And from here, it didn't look like the whistle blew until he went down. So
late.
Yeah, so definitely figured it was definitely a dangerous play. His foot was high up.
Peppermint looks to be okay. As Cherokee will get the restart here. Argano plays it out wide. Looked like he was going to send it up.
Yeah, it
plays
looked
out
like,
to Thomas Gillen.
Change possession or change fields right from the restart there.
Webster sends it up. Touched by Dick Mack. But Shawnee retains possession. Good defensive play there by Zach Whippick. And another one by Dave Lesser. We've been saying his name a lot today.
Yeah, they really fired up here. That goal really fired them up. They got great possession. 1-2 touch passing.
Little fancy pass there. And it's sent out by Morgan. Charles getting beat up there in his own defensive third, and it's going to be Shawnee ball.
Right now, that was just a great job of shielding the ball by number 23, Austin Charles, and it resulted in a push in the back.
Cherokee not letting up after the goal here. They're trying to put another one in there. Show Trapson, sends it back to Webster. He's got time. Maybe rush that one a little bit. And Dick Mack sends it out of bounds. So Shawnee's going to get it right back. Jack Warren walking back to his bench after getting tested by Mr. Kip Patterson.
Yeah, maybe we'll see him get back in the game. It'll be interesting.
His father talking to the trainer right now. Not sure what that conversation is like. Appears to be all right. It's Thomas Gillen. Defended by Brett Michaud, sends it up and out of bounds. It's going to be Renegades' ball.
Yeah, Renegades were patient not to run right at him, kept him contained, and it resulted in a turnover by the Chiefs.
Good one-on-one defense there, something Coach Franks is very happy about. Preaches one-on-one defense. Charles with that big throw. Throws it in. And that's headed away by Cherokee. And it comes right back to Charles. Plays it into Morgan. Webster takes it out wide. Mistouches it, sends it in. And that's headed out by number 17, Zach Whippick. Good defensive play there. A couple of Renegades in there. And Zach Whippick managed to get it out. Hampton in the midfield. He plays it wide. A great ball from Hampton. That's Treber. He's got a goal already. And he's going to play it back. To Whippick out to Hampton. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to sail over the net and hit the goalpost. No good.
Wrong sport. That's Friday night.
We've got that game on Friday.
Yeah.
Night, right here at Shawnee.
Absolutely.
Dalton Wu taking the 6 here for Shawnee.
We have some rain that night, but I think we'll be in the press box.
Yeah.
We'll be okay. Yeah.
Not sure about the players or the fans. We'll be all right.
That last play there, again, you saw the speed again come up, which we really didn't see that much from the Chiefs in the first half.
Really utilizing it here early in the second half. And a great ball it was.
A great pass.
From Hampton, I believe. As the Chiefs take possession, Pepperman getting his first touch after coming back in the game. He sends it out of bounds, and Shawnee's going to take possession.
We'd be seeing a lot of great play in the middle there by number 17, Zach Whippick, keeping control, keeping the play alive for the Chiefs.
Been giving those Shawnee midfielders a little bit of a headache in there, trying to figure out what to do with them. Kaczynski, time in the midfield. He takes it out wide. He's going to pass to Charles. More time out wide. Webster on the overlap. Charles sends it in. A good ball. Karasev on the end of it. And McCarron comes out to make the stop. A good bit of passing there from the Shawnee. As the Chiefs have it now. Hampton at the midfield. We saw Hampton play a lot more up front in that first half, kind of sliding back into the midfield. Now they have the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, he's going to be pushing up, and he said, and trying to keep that pressure up because, again, we've said it many times, the first goal's big, and also the next goal is even bigger. Of course, Shawnee wants to tie this bear up.
The second goal would be trouble here for the Renegades.
Overlap play here by the Chiefs.
Dillon's got a chance, but Wu on top of it quickly. As I was saying, a goal for Cherokee would be huge, as Coach Franks has talked about. The trouble his teams had scoring goals. Now they'd have to score 2 instead of 1.
You're right, but you got to take one at a time there. We've got to tie it up first. And they can't lose possession. They can't do something over-aggressive and feel that they have to panic to get back into the game. They play their game and let the game take it to them.
When they played, Shawnee was down 2-0 against Eastern, actually. And Coach Franks, I used to play for Coach Franks, and he always used to tell us the worst lead in soccer is 2-0.
Right.
Because all of a sudden they score one more, they're right back in it. And Shawnee was down 2-0 against Eastern, came back with 2 big second-half goals and tied that one up.
A lot of times the leading team by 2 goals, especially in soccer, they tend to relax a little bit.
Charles is behind.
Chance.
Hey, Austin Charles.
And it's going to count, I believe.
A goal for the Renegades.
Yeah.
Cherokee wants the offsides call.
Yeah, I was looking
not going to get it.
I was looking at the ref to see if it was offsides, and looks like the coaches from Cherokee, Glenn Thompson and Jeff Provost,
not happy with that one, but
kind of put their hands up in the air. But again, it's tough on our angle. Maybe we'll see a little bit better on the replay here.
Let's take a look at the replay. Sponsored by Cherry Hill Nissan on the web at cherryhillnissan.com.
Yeah, I want to pass in. I think it's the right call.
I think Charles was onside, but Tim Burney, who was also in the play, didn't touch the ball, but I think he might have been offside.
Yeah.
That's what the players are complaining about.
And on the cross in, I think he was onside, so it kind of looked like it possibly was offside, but I think it's the right call, and it's standing.
So no sooner are we talking about the goal-scoring troubles for Shawnee.
Hey, here we go.
And
it's
Austin
1-1.
Charles nets one. That's his second of the year. Charles, the leading assist man so far for the Renegades with 5 on the season, picks up his second goal. Maybe none bigger than that one. Bitter rival district game, down 1-0 at home. A beautiful play and a beautiful goal there for Austin Charles.
Yeah, and we'll see if this lights a fire under the Renegades. But again, you want to keep your composure. You have it tied up. It's just like the start of the game.
Brand new game from here on out. 30 minutes to play. Jack Warren still on the bench for Shawnee. Dying to get back in. Looks like Shawnee's got new life now. They've scored that goal. Coming out hard. Really putting the pressure on Cherokee's backs.
Yeah, and after a goal scored, usually the first couple minutes kind of dictate. You don't want the Chiefs to lay back, and of course you want the Renegades to keep the pressure on.
Joey Dickmack takes it in the middle of the field. There's a chance. Hampton gets behind. 2 on him there. Good defensive play by Webster. He's going to send it. Come right towards us.
Oh, come on, Nick. You should have had that one, man.
That one took out the table.
I think we're going to need the trainers pretty soon here.
Jeez.
We had it all the way, Coach.
Eric Webster sending that one our way. Let him hear about that later.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. Yeah, old guy over here.
Cherokee gets the throw. That's another big throw. Talk about Austin Charles.
Yeah.
That's number 22. I don't think we have him on our roster, actually.
No, I don't see it.
This game's starting to get physical. Tempers running high, emotions running high.
Yeah, you're right. We checked our list. Thought it was an oversight on our part, but we do not have number 22 listed.
Wherever he is, that's a heck of a throw.
Look at number 4, ref.
Joey Dickmack. We're getting a little aggressive here. As Tim Burney passes back to Luke Morgan. Dangerous pass, almost stolen by Hampton. But Shawnee keeps possession. Lesser sends it up. Charles battling. Kaczynski backing it up. And Cherokee retains possession here. Back to Pepperman. Sends it across the field to Argano. Karasev. A good tackle there by Karasev. No call.
Yeah,
Argano gets it back though.
Yeah,
Hampton.
he got all ball, but not on that one.
And Dave Lesser gets his first call. Right outside the 18. Fortunate not to get a penalty kick there.
Yeah, I believe it's being placed right outside the 18.
The 18.5-yard line, we'll call that.
And we're going to get clock stopped, I believe, to set off the 10 yards.
They were ready to kick that one when the Renegades were standing right above the ball.
Yeah, they were going to try to get organized, and they did get the call to stop the clock.
Dickmack, Hampton, and Gillen lined up. And it's going to be Hampton taking it. Takes a shot on goal.
Oh, yeah.
Curves it around the wall. And that's a goal. Danny Hampton off the free kick. So we talk about having no goal scoring opportunities in the first half. We've got 3 goals already, less than 15 minutes in. Let's take a look at the replay, sponsored by Cherry Hill Nissan on the web at cherryhillnissan.com. See all 3 of them lined up the wall, not really sure what to do. That's just great placement by Danny Hampton. Dalton Wu, nothing he can do about it again.
Yeah, and looking from the replay, I'm wondering if the ball was a little bit. It looked like the inside player wasn't lined up at the goalpost, and that's what you usually do. And there was a little bit of daylight there, and boy, Hampton just took advantage of that little daylight and just buried it.
Logan Khalil checking back in for Tim Burney. Eric Webster and Tim Karasev trying to work the give and go. We got subs here for Cherokee. Number 9, Christian Agnabene. Number 15, Ryan Haynes checking in. Dick Mack and Justin McCarthy gonna get a breather. Dick Mack appears to be rubbing his back there. Looks like he might tweak something. Assistant coach Jeff Provost checking him out. Provost is actually a teacher here at Shawnee, but coaches over at Cherokee.
And a former student of mine here at Shawnee.
That's right, ran track here for the Renegades. Cherokee's got possession still. Whippick right now with the ball. Plays it out to Pepperman. Sends it over. Headed out by Eric Webster. He didn't go out with that header, went wide. Pepperman's still able to retain it. But he gets that leg up a little too high, and it's going to be Shawnee ball.
Actually, one-on-one effort there by both teams. Very aggressive play.
We're going to have our first look at Johnny Johnson. It looks like he's about to check into the game for Shawnee. Dalton Wu way out of goal. And he's going to be offsides on number 24, Robert Gillen. We got both number 4s over there at the midfield, I believe. Johnny Johnson and Joey Dickmack. Johnson, the junior for Shawnee. Another one of those guys that came out of JV last year and now is making an impact on varsity this year. Another foul.
Yeah, we had the Renegades number 6 down on the ground, so I guess that was against Justin McCarthy.
Foul starting to add up. His emotions running a little bit higher, getting a little bit more tense in this game. A few more fouls. But what else would you expect from Shawnee Cherokee?
Absolutely. It's been that way for years, and it's going to continue well past this game.
A great rivalry between these teams. Celestro going to send it up. Beautiful kick. Khalil gets on the end of it. That's scooped up by McCarran. Logan Khalil coming off the bench with a chance to score there. Just didn't get enough on it.
Yeah, that head flick just goes a little bit, a foot to the right or left, and we have a tie game again.
One of those bench guys coming in and making a big difference for the Renegades. Khalil with the big scoring chance.
Right, they're fresh, and they're going to put pressure on the ball carrier. A lot of times coaches will do that.
Getting that 6'3", 200-pound frame in there. Getting his head on the ball. Tricky play there by Robert Gillen. Renegades wanted a dangerous play on the ground there. Not going to get it. It's Kaczynski. Heads it to Khalil. He gets a foot on it. He's got some space. Plays it out wide to Michaud. That's going to be picked off by Pepperman. Trainer sends it up, headed away by the Renegades. Luke Morgan plays it out to Michaud, and that ball is going to go off the Chiefs' Shawnee possession. Johnny Johnson subbing in now for the Renegades. Joey Dickmack, Michael Olejnik coming in for the Chiefs. Luke Morgan going to get a breather for Shawnee. And Ryan Haynes and Zach Whippick are going to get a rest for Cherokee.
Yeah, you got to keep these players fresh with 22 minutes left. Only 1 goal discrepancy here.
Whippick been playing well all game. Been a huge part of Cherokee's success here today.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier he was really controlling the mid play, and that's where a lot of the goals are scored. And keeping control or intercepting in the midfield.
Shawnee's going to take the ball here. Goes out of bounds on Cherokee. Coming down towards the last quarter of the game, Shawnee finds themselves down 2-1. They were feeling good after scoring that game-tying goal, and now they find themselves right back down a goal. Celestro controls it in the back, sends it up. A little too far for Buck. Cherokee takes it. Dickmack in the midfield. Out wide to the goal scorer, Trieber. Sends it back into Dickmack. One-on-one coverage with Michaud. That's a shot. Sent wide off the foot of Michael Olejnik.
Yeah, and setting up that play, did have a left, looked like a left halfback, number 20, Tom Gillen, was looking for maybe a change of direction in field there, but in any case, there was a great shot on goal and a good scoring opportunity from the center of the field.
Robbie Burton checking into the game for Shawnee, giving a break to Tim Karasev. Wu sends this one away. Hampton getting on the back of Kaczynski, And they're going to call that one.
Yeah, he did a little climbing, even though kind of ducked a little bit. Sometimes you'll get that call the other way, but not in that case.
Maybe a little acting from Kaczynski there as well.
He was definitely airborne.
Another nice kick from Silvestro. And Cherokee's going to clear it out. Buck miss hits it. It was straight up Webster and Hampton there to battle for it. Cherokee wants a foul there on Webster. Not going to get it.
Well, that was a great shield there by Danny Hampton.
And Cherokee's going to have possession. Gillen throws in to Hampton again. And the ball goes off Johnny Johnson. Gillen to Gillen combination there. And it's played in and saved by Dalton Wu. Trieber was back there, just in case Wu missed it. Wu sends it out to no one really in particular. And the Chiefs are going to control it, but a high kick by Dick Mack is going to result in a Shawnee possession. A lot of dangerous plays here today.
Yeah, the last few minutes we had some, little chippy play because the Renegades a little upset that that goal or the penalty was called deep into their defensive territory, resulted in a leading goal so far.
It was a great shot, though, by Hampton.
Yeah, both kick. Cherokee goals are unbelievable.
There's
left
a
foot.
Chance for Shawnee. Still nothing there, and McCarron comes down with it. After about 4 or 5 bounces around in there, McCarron slows it down.
That's a great second effort there by number 9, Christian Agabani.
Johnny Johnson coming all the way back to make that stop there and take possession back for Shawnee. There he is again, passing back to Charles, who's going to send it in. Khalil on the end of it, and Cherokee sends it out. Headed by Webster, he misplayed it. Good recovery. That's going to be stolen by Tommy Gillen. And Cherokee with their short passing. Set out for a goal kick for Shawnee.
Looks like number 10, Bill Green, getting back in the game for the Chiefs. And number 5, one of the goal scorers, Jake Trieber, coming out and getting a breather.
Something to note, Jack Warren's put on his warm-up jacket. It looks like his day might be done.
Now, that's unfortunate for the Renegades. Like you said, they got some depth in that position, and other players step up.
That's a huge loss. The speed and aggression of Jack Warren plays much like his counterpart, Dave Lesser's. Robbie Burton gets into the back. And they're going to call that one on Burton. Shawnee fans not happy with that one.
Yeah, I think there was a push and a hold on both teams, and a lot of times the second one gets called.
A lot of contact going both ways, though. Could have gone either way.
Probably was a hold after the non-call, and that's what got caught.
As I was saying, Jack Warren, though, is a huge loss because of that speed that he's got and that ruthless aggression. Great asset for this defense. He and Dave Lesser.
Yeah, the other teams
similar
usually
mindset in there.
When he's in the game, the other team usually have to look over their shoulders.
Think twice about before coming in the middle against one of those guys.
But that strong throw in here by the Renegades see to tie this game up.
Renegades still haven't gotten an official corner kick yet, but Charles's throw-ins
just
as close as you're going to get. And he sends it out wide to Silvestro. Outside touch in there.
Nice
into
touch.
Kaczynski.
Kaczynski
Takes a shot, but that's blocked.
Yeah, banana shot there. Unfortunately for Cherokee, it was blocked by the defenders.
Kaczynski gets it right back, and he plays it up to Karasev. He's got some space. Mishandles the ball. Maintains possession and sends it back to Charles. Charles, a little fancy move there. Out wide to Webster. Webster comes right back to him, and he's going to send it up. Kaczynski gets on the end of it, but it is cleared out by Cherokee. Lester comes up to make a great play for Shawnee.
Yeah, great hustle on Lester's part there. David Lester, number 29, senior defender for Shawnee.
He's been playing well all day. He's been all over the place for the Renegades defense. We're getting our first look here at number 11, Drew Rubel, the junior, and number 14, Brian Heimel's checked back in as well for Austin Charles and Logan Khalil. Fans get a little frustrated here with the officials. Nonetheless, we still have a 2-1 soccer game here at Shawnee. Cherokee Chiefs 2, Shawnee Renegades 1. Just under 14 and a half minutes to play in the game. Shawnee with possession. Cherokee plays it out wide. That's Pepperman. And Charles is going to take it in the midfield. He sends it forward. He's got Michaud running down the sideline. Michaud taps it in, and it's scooped up by McCarron.
A nice setup there by the Renegades, just a little bit too far to keep control.
Michaud streaking down the sideline there. Got a good touch on it. Well defended, though, by the Chiefs. So Hampton's going to take it now. He's going to play it.
It's a break here.
Green, William Green. Webster defending. Good one-on-one defense there from Eric Webster. Johnny Johnson
team.
bringing help. And they're going to get Johnson for the foul. Renegades not happy with that call. And Cherokee's going to have a free kick opportunity here. Dalton Wu with the sun directly in his eyes.
Yeah, the sun just came out a few minutes ago, and you can see him shading it. And wondering if they're going to...
Trying to assemble this wall here, two-man wall. Johnny Johnson and Austin Charles in there.
Right, and they have that set up, a two-man wall since it's so far close to the sideline.
Tim Karasev and Dom Sylvester, those big bodies playing in the middle, everybody else marking up. And Sylvester gets the first head on it, and Charles sends it out. It's recovered by Dick Mack, and he sends it way back to his own side of the field. Heimrel contested for that ball. Michaud comes in with the slide tackle, and they're going to say off Shawnee. And the Renegades, not surprisingly, do not agree. Mogan and Morgan coming in for Shawnee. Treber for Cherokee. Green getting a rest for Cherokee. Johnson and Michaud, getting a rest for Shawnee.
Around the 12-minute mark, probably get under 10. They probably will stick with most likely their starting lineup.
Let's take a second here to thank our crew. Adam Daragowski, Kristen Petoskey, Justin O'Donnell, Katie Carr, Austin Marsdale, Owen Volkerick, Sean Herb, Veronica Robertson, Olivia Prowse, and Gabby Friedman. Without all them, this is not possible, and their behind-the-scenes work makes the rest of us look pretty good, so big thank you to them.
Absolutely fine job by all the crew today. As while we were talking about that, looks like Cherokee is getting their second corner kick. Nick.
Shawnee not marking up, instead playing what looks like more of a zone.
Yeah, right around the box.
Type approach to this corner. Sent all the way back. And Dalton Wu comes out. He mishandles it.
Woo.
JT Mogan.
Saved the goal right there.
The
goalie tried to make the catch high up, but couldn't do that. But a great save there.
Usually sure-handed Dalton Wu.
Oh,
misplayed that one, and very fortunate.
There was
JT Mogan's
there was a lot of people around him. There were a lot of bodies around him.
Maybe that zone defense isn't so bad after all in the corners. Cherokee's calling for the sub. The unknown soldier, number 22.
22. He's
Coming in for Thomas Gillen.
probably the good luck charm.
He's the one with that big throw that we talked about earlier. Probably brought him in just for that reason. There it is, right into the middle.
Right in that sun, too.
Headed straight out wide. He's going to get another throw at it. Right, as you said, right into the sun.
Yeah, and I would do the same thing.
The defender's having a tough time seeing that one.
And not only goalies.
Dangerous for Shawnee here. Another nice throw. Goes over the head of Silvestro, bounces around a couple times. And they're going to call the push. They're going to get Gillen, I believe, for the push on Drew Rubel.
Yeah, he had a great scoring opportunity, but unfortunately he pushed off. That's why he got the great scoring opportunity. Ref's right on that call.
Very dangerous for Shawnee. That ball bounced in the 18 a couple of times. Wu sends it away, gets to about midfield, where it'll be sent right back by Cherokee. Silvestro retreating. Dalton called for it, but it is sent out of bounds. And Cherokee's going to get another throw in. That sun really looks like it's coming down hard in Dalton Wu's face.
And we're under 10 minutes now, right around 9-minute mark. Cherokee hold on to that 2-1 lead.
And that ball is going to go out.
Third corner for
It's
the...
going to go off Shawnee. Renegades don't agree with that call. Tough to call from up here, though.
Yeah, and that's going to result in the third corner. And I don't believe Shawnee had a corner kick yet.
Not yet, no.
A Cherokee goal here would be huge.
They go short. 22 is going to send it in. Kaczynski gets a foot on it, and they're going to have another corner opportunity. That's their fourth. Second in a row.
And this is right where the Cherokee wants them with 8.5 minutes left and 1-goal lead, keeping it down on the defensive territory of Shawnee.
And these past 5-6 minutes have been all Cherokee. Shawnee's having a tough time controlling the ball in Cherokee's half of the field. Dalton Wu comes out, gets to it right before Robert Gillen. Maybe he can send the Renegades down there, hopefully get some play on Cherokee's side. A liner of a punt. Karasev on the header. Heimrel trying to get through the defense. Argano with a nice defensive play, sends it out wide. Right before Brian Heimrel can get to it. And Austin Charles is going to let that roll out.
Brian Heimrel had to beat 3 defenders, and that's what you're going to see with 7 and change here in the second quarter.
Heavy defense from Cherokee, heavy offense from Shawnee. And Heimrel, we just spoke about, comes out, as well as Rubel and Webster. And Charles is going to have a throw in here. Karasev breaking near post. Bernie behind. Just hits it, and he sends it out wide. Goal kick coming up for the Cherokee Chiefs.
I know you've been mentioning all day Austin Charles, just like a corner kick. He is a great throwing.
It's an asset to have on a soccer team. If you have a guy that can throw like that, that sets up goal scoring opportunities, messes up a defense.
Absolutely. Now, when I played in junior high and high school, we actually there was no throw-ins. It was actually a free kick.
Really?
So throw-ins didn't come into play. Not long after I got out of high school, I changed that rule.
Renegades, JT Mogan gets it taken away. It's Hampton. As I mentioned, Hampton's been all over the place. He was up at striker in the first half, played a lot of center mid. Now we see him out wide on the right. Been an all-around threat today for the Chiefs, and he had that goal, the second goal.
Yeah, beautiful left foot, right around the wall.
Lesser comes in, gets a foul. Christian Agnabene. It's now time for our answer to our safe driving trivia question of the game, presented by Heads Up, Eyes Forward. The question was, how much is the fine for using a cell phone and driving in New Jersey? A, $50 to $150, B, $200 to $400, or C, $500 to $600. Let's take a look at the answer. It is B, $200 to $400. For more information to help put an end to distracted driving, like the Heads Up, Eyes Forward page on Facebook. As we were saying that, Dalton Wu makes a save for Shawnee. Approaching the 5-minute mark, Shawnee still finds themselves down a goal. Khalil getting that big frame in there. Kaczynski retrieves it on the right side, sends it back to Lesser. He sends it up, and it's broken up by Gillard. That's going to be out of bounds on Shawnee. Chiefs will take possession.
Yeah, it's coming down to 5 minutes, crunch time for the Renegades. You may see them start cheating up a little bit. A lot of times, in some cases, especially with a good controlled team as Cherokee, they may get a great offensive break.
Coach Franks.
With the Renegades cheating up.
Coach Franks has his big guys. Khalil and Karasev in there. His leading assist man, Charles. They're making an all-out push for a goal here in these last 4.5 minutes. And Hampton plays it into Gillen. Gillen sends it in. A good strike by Gillen. Just over the net.
Great setup there again, and a great scoring opportunity for Cherokee. And that's what they want to do, and they're doing a great job of keeping control of this game and keeping possession with the 1-goal lead.
Trying to maintain that. They're playing, looks like 7 guys behind midfield. Kaczynski heads it in the wrong direction, but Morgan recovers it, sends it out to Buck. And that's going to go out on Cherokee, so Shawnee will retain possession. Michaud out on the left side. Broken up there by Pepperman and sent back. Silvestro retrieving. But Cherokee takes possession. It's Hampton out to Trieber.
Back door!
He sends it in. Stopped by Ryan Buck, Luke Morgan, and Dave Lesser clearing it out. Good play there by Gillen. To turn and send it out to McCarthy. McCarthy one-on-one with Charles. Sends it to Gillen, one-on-one with Kaczynski. Gillen to his brother and back. Hampton. Dave Lesser breaks up the triangle passing. And Dave Lesser not happy with that call.
Yeah, we're going to get a warning, a possible card here.
The referee pulling the yellow card on Dave Lesser. Dave Lesser's going to have to come out. Eric Webster going to come in. Coach Frank's not happy with that one. Nonetheless, Cherokee's going to have a free kick here with 3 minutes to play.
And I think what you probably saw there was a cumulative effect as Ryan Franks is asking for an explanation on that card. And it looks like can read lips. There's 3 calls. Possibly that was made prior to that. It's kind of tough to tell, but in any case, explanation's been given. We're going to continue here with a little under 3 minutes left.
Robert Gillen to take the kick for Cherokee. Sends it across. Hampton at his feet, but it's going to go. Looks like a foul against Hampton. It's going to be Shawnee ball with 2:45 left to play in this game. We were talking about crunch time in about 10 minutes. We're really hitting crunch time now.
That's for sure.
But as we've learned in this rivalry, not over till the final whistle. You got to believe the way Cherokee's been playing so far in this second half in these past 10-15 minutes. It's going to be real tough for Shawnee to net one here.
Once they got the lead, they stepped it up a notch.
They're showing why they are the 4th-ranked team in South Jersey. Let it bounce in the defense. Risky. Webster. It's lucky there. Gets through a defender. Charles sends it up.
There's some numbers here.
And Tim Karasev in the 18 takes a shot. And that's going to be not a great shot. Shawnee wants a push.
Yeah, he had defenders all over him, and he just couldn't settle it down to get a good shot on.
Not going to get a call, and McCarron's going to scoop it up. Tough break for the Renegades. First real good chance in the past 15 minutes, and they can't connect. So Cherokee's going to take the ball back. We're coming down on a minute, 15 seconds to play. Shawnee desperately needing a goal here to stay in this one.
They can get control here, and you'll see all the players push up, possibly even a goalie even farther out. Looks like Shawnee's going to get a throw in.
Not a bad game plan for Cherokee. Just kick it out as far as you can. Don't give them a chance to get the ball.
All right.
Under a minute now. Charles throws it up. Headed by Gillen into Rowe. Sends it up to Hampton. Defended well by Silvestro. He sends it up over the head of Rowe. Karasev giving chase on Pepperman. Michaud's going to get it out wide. Beats one man. Sends it in. Just wide.
Well, some great action there coming down with 30 seconds left.
A lot of pressure being brought by the Renegades in this last minute. Cherokee going to take their time here on this sixth kick.
Yep.
Letting as much time tick off the clock as possible. As we come down to about 15 seconds, Argano's going to clear this one out. Going to get over the head of Silvestro. Cherokee's going to get possession, and that's probably going to do it. 4 seconds left. Shot wide by McCarthy, and that's going to do it. The Cherokee Chiefs take the huge game here at Shawnee, 2-1 over their rival Renegades.
All right, another one-goal victory, which we've said many times has resulted in, as we see the final score there. Cherokee Chiefs now 8-1-1, with a win of 2-1 over 11th ranked Shawnee. Shawnee falls to 5-3-3.
That's tough for Shawnee. A win there would have given them an advantage in the district as well as the conference, but a tough loss, and we'll see it. Our next game for LDTV is going to be a varsity football game this Friday, the Cherry Hill East game. Going to be visiting the Shawnee Renegades. We have that game, Joe.
That's right. We're looking forward to that game. I know the Renegades are, Tim Gushew's squad is off to a flying start.
It's now time for, to purchase a copy of today's game. Please visit www.lrhsd.org/LDTV-copies. As we said, that Shawnee team looking strong this year for football behind there. Great play from running back Jake Parola. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our play and our player of the game.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah Heart and Lung Center, where experience matters. 800-555-1990. www.deborah.org. Cherry Hill Nissan, home of the friendly Nissan giant. On the web at cherryhillnissan.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com.
Wilmore School of Gymnastics, where every child is special. In Mount Laurel, 856-234-5292. And in Medford, 609-654-9337. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford. 609-654-4023. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy, where it's all about the people. With locations throughout Burlington County. On the web at ivyrehab.com.
For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-5500. 2000, extension 8680, or by email jmelagrana@lrhsd.org.
It's now time for the reconstructive orthopedics player of the game. I believe it's going to be number 7, Danny Hampton. Yep. Call 1-800-896-RECON or on the web at www.reconstructiveortho.com. Let's send it down to Lindsay, standing by for the interview. Lindsay?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with senior Danny Hampton. How does it feel to score the game-winning goal?
I mean, it feels awesome, but I just got to thank my teammates. Our left back, Tommy, played it in. It was a great ball, and I was just fortunate to get fouled. And then once I saw the wall, I just looked at the left side and saw it was open. It's kind of lucky, but I guess I got it.
Awesome. What made Shawnee's defense so tough?
I mean, whenever we play Shawnee, they're a rival, so it's always going to be a tough game no matter what. I mean, we just came out with it, and so did they, so it's going to be a battle from the beginning, and we stepped up at the end.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and congratulations again. Back to you guys.
And Danny Hampton said he was kind of lucky. I don't think so. It was a heck of a shot around the wall. There was a little bit of daylight there, and no doubt about it. He plastered it right in there for the winning goal. Great job by Danny Hampton, and great player of the game.
It's tough if you're Shawnee to give up a goal like that here at home against a rival. It's now time to take a look at the All-State Good Hands play of the game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC, 609-654-1426, or Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands. That play of the game is going to be the game-winning goal. You see Gillen and Dick Mack running around it, and Hampton comes in with a beautiful strike.
Yeah.
Right inside the post. Dalton Wu doesn't really have a chance at it. And that was the difference maker in this one.
Absolutely. And again, we saw the wall, gave possibly, and I mentioned it earlier, possibly wasn't lined up, totally lined up with the goalpost, which wanted to do in that situation. But Danny Hampton took advantage of that and resulted in a 2-1 victory for the Chiefs.
Absolutely. Great play and a great game.
All right, Nick, and I know we mentioned that number 22 was was in the game and had some big throw-ins, and we didn't have him listed. We did find out there was Trent Strout, and we apologize for not being able to mention your name throughout the game, but we did find out. Number 22, Trent Strout, good job.
That's going to do it for us. For all of us here at LDTV, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. I'm Nick Proto alongside Joe Melagrana. Have a great night, everyone.
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans